Hey everybody, it's your friend Jason Pound here answering the top asked questions about the Oklahoma real estate market. Question we're tackling today, how does today's real estate market compare to the pre-COVID real estate market? The short answer, it's roughly about the same. However, as usual, let me over-explain. We're going to look back over a 12-year period using the tools of economics known as supply, demand, and prices. If you go back to June of 2014, there were 6,512 properties for sale. The year before COVID hit, it had actually dropped down to 5,214 houses for sale. And today there are 8,158 properties for sale. So in short, supply has drastically increased, but it is not as drastic as you would think it is. If you look at percentages, since 2014 in June, supply has increased 25%, which is an increase of an average of 2% per year. And if you know anything about economics, the growth goal of 2 to 3% per year is the holy grail. So if you account for the drop before COVID and the increase after COVID and look at today, we're right on track for where we should be with supply. What about demand? Well, back in 2014, it was taking 31 days to sell a house. In 2019, just before COVID hit, it was taking 14 days. During the height of COVID, you were selling it in 5 minutes. And today, it's taken about 23 days to sell a property. If you look at increases and decreases from a percentage perspective, there has been a 25% drop in demand since 2014. Or excuse me, not a drop in demand, but a drop in the amount of time it takes to sell a property. So you could actually call that a 25% increase in demand since 2014, which puts it in an average of growth of 2% per year. Once again, right inside of that 2 to 3% pocket. Supply, demand, now let's look at prices. Prices back in 2014 in June were a median price of $157,000. The year before COVID hit, it was up to $191,000. And then today, or back in June, which is almost like today, we were sitting at a median of $270,000. If you look at the increase, that's an increase of 72% since 2014, and divided out, that's an average increase of 6% per year. And all financial planners tell you to plan on your home increasing in value 4 to 6% per year. Because Oklahoma moves a little behind the East and the West Coast with regards to inflation and appreciation, we're actually closer to 2 to 4% historically. But because of COVID's little extra bump, we had a little extra 2%. So once again, we are right on track where we should be. So how does today's market compare with the market before COVID substantially and the market just before? It's right about the same. We're tracking at 2 to 3% growth on supply, and we're tracking right around that 4 to 6% growth in prices and appreciation. Regardless of how extreme the highs are and how extreme the lows are, when you average it all out here in Oklahoma, our market really has not changed that much. It just feels a lot different because for the past 5 years, we've had a major event every single year. Don't let emotions get in the way of your real estate journey. My name's Jason Pound with Jericho Pound Realty Group. We service the entire Oklahoma City metro area with hyper-local expertise in South Oklahoma City, Moore, and Norman. If we can ever be assistance, don't hesitate to reach out. We're here to serve. In the meantime, peace out, have a great life, and I'm gonna bust through these doors and get back to work. Adios.